So, Ace, to give back to the people, can you allow me 3 minutes? I have a question for you. What would you attribute your YouTube success to? What kind of value or values? Because it's not a lot of people that can make it on the top like that.
Well, I don't say I have. Whatever I found was unwillingness to give up.
Wow.
Regardless of what was there.
Okay.
Whatever I could see. So that was the main thing, because I quit my job when I only had around 200-300 subscribers. And
how much money did you have at that time?
I had saved some money from my job. It was supposed to go to my retirement, but it wasn't a lot, but it was around $9,000, right, or something like that. So that was what I had. But just keep it in context. What happened was, I quit my job, and beforehand, YouTube would monetize people regardless of how much subscribers you had. So in my head, I was already...
Happens, yeah. Especially here.
No, because I know you got it, so yeah. I'm just in case you want to use it for someone else. All right. So during the time in my head, I was like, okay, I'm monetized already. Mm-hmm. This is before I quit my job. I'm monetized already. I just need to create content. And so the month right before I quit my job, YouTube changed their whole policy, saying you need to have subscribers and everything. And I'm like, I'm not monetized anymore. Okay. And so I still went ahead with it, quit my job with
9K.
Now I'm not monetized or anything, and I'm like, okay, if I don't give up, I'm a true believer. If you don't give up or whatever you have in your heart to do, you will get better at it, for one, and you will get to a point when it's going to happen. The question is when. Sometimes it can be instantaneously for some people, and some people it's not. And some people they're gonna have to wait 2-3 years before it happens.
So you were lucky, not lucky because you worked hard, but like within your money that you had saved up with 9K, you became
no. So well, I built something with it, but I probably mismanaged my money. I moved to Colombia, and moved to Colombia for 3 months. I could have did it was 6 months, but it was 3 months supposed to be there. And then from there, I was supposed to transition to Mexico, and Mexico, hopefully around that time, I already get monetized. So I'm there for 3 months, and I'm uploading a video every 3 days.
Cranking it up.
And bro, by the time it was time for me to leave Colombia, I still was not monetized. Woo. Like the algorithm or it was just not happening. I don't know what, I was trying to figure out what I can do to make it work. There were some things I was doing. There's a lot of opportunities came. One opportunity was like a plane company from Iceland was looking for content creators to create travel videos. So they had a contest. You had to make a 2-minute video of wherever you at and send it to them. So I was in Colombia, and I made this 2-minute video of me exploring the town real quick, just 2 minutes, just showing you what you can do with $16. Video did a good number, but it didn't.
It's the one that we see you in the thumbnail, and there's like 15 in Colombia.
Right, but that was not the original video. You see, you remember that video?
Yeah.
There's a story to that
video.
That's
the first video that popped up on my screen, and that I got to know you.
There's a story about
What's
that video.
What's the story? Quick tangent.
Okay, no, well, it's part of the whole process, right? So I did that video, nothing, and then fast forward, I'm back home, no money. No money. The money I went to Colombia with is gone. As far as between me purchasing equipment, I purchased the wrong equipment. I purchased me a camera. I think I should have purchased a GoPro or
DJI.
Not even a DJI. Full frame or a camcorder. something like that, but like a DSLR or a mirrorless. Not as your first camera.
Okay.
You need time to deal with that. You need, and it's too much, right? So I purchased that, and that messed me up. Well, that digged into my money and everything. And so, long story short, I ended up back home at my house, depressed for a couple reasons. Because when I was in Colombia, this is where I moved. I moved to Colombia to create content. For those 3 months, like at the tail end of the 3 months, I ended up twisting my leg badly. I twisted my ankle so bad that my thigh was swollen. Okay. And I barely could walk on it, much less work. Work was not an option when I got back home at the moment. And then I was depressed, man. I was depressed because it's like I quit my job. I went to Colombia to see if I could push a YouTube channel. It didn't go. And then I'm back in my mother's house, and she's being the most considerate woman ever. You know what I'm saying? She's not rubbing it in my face.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
She's doing that, and she knows I got a broken leg, and I'm just trying to stay out the way. You know. I think at one point I was using food stamp too, because I didn't have a job. And I qualified.
Damn.
And for people who are from the UK, that's like assisted food or something. Right? So at one point I was using it. And then, long story short, I say, you know what? I'm not in Colombia now, but let me start still creating content. So I was just looking at all the footage I had. And I was like, okay. You know that 2 minute video, man, I literally could make it longer. I literally could make that video longer. So I said to myself, I'm gonna make the best video I ever ever edited. Till to this day, after years of me editing videos, that is still in the top 10 of my video editors. I'm talking about color grading, storyline, introduction, everything. Till to this day, that video is top notch in my mind as far as the amount of work and hours I put into it. It took me 4 days to create that video. Just learning the editing. I could do it faster now, but just learning the editing styles and things I wanted to create and all these different things I wanted to incorporate in the video. The video disappeared after 4 days, and I was pissed off, but I wanted to give up after editing that video. And then I changed my whole mind frame. I said, you know what? You're gonna do this, and you're gonna make another video. I was so pissed off. Long story short, I said, after I came up with that resolve, an idea popped in my head. Okay. And I was able to save the footage, so I didn't have to do it again. Luckily. Made the video, put it out, and that was like my breakaway video. It started making traction. The first time I seen a video upload, make 10,000 views in one day, and then it was like slowly going to 20,000. And then it just slowly crept into higher numbers as the months went by. And that was the video that I talked about, like? Yeah. Okay. And then I would create other videos while my leg was broken about Colombia with old footage I had. Like I was like tutorials to where to party in Colombia, what to dress and what to look out for and how to be safe in Colombia. Everything respectful, no weird videos. Okay. I did do like Tinder videos in a way, but it wasn't weird videos in terms of promoting negativity. You get what I'm saying? And so people will watch those videos, and one person is like, "Yo, I want to go to Colombia. I want to go with someone that knows the place around." So a friend of mine knew, and my friend hit me up and said, "Hey man, he wants you to go. We're going. He wants you to show us around town."
Okay.
And I was like, for real? And I said, okay. You gonna pay for my ticket? He said he's gonna pay for your ticket. He paid for my ticket. And they already had an Airbnb, so like they had extra room. I told him, pay for the ticket early, man, and I'll be there when you show up.
Mm-hmm.
So my mind was like, if I go there early, I already had a place I could crash. But if I go there early, I'll be able to film every day and just have new footage, because my audience was not really
feeling the tutorial.
tutorials.
Okay. Yeah.
No, the idea is they knew I was in Miami, so they wasn't feeling that. They wanted that
raw.
They wanted to know in their mind that he was there at the moment. So I went. I filmed a whole bunch of videos, came back, and I started uploading videos like downtown Colombia videos and stuff like that, all of them. I sent those videos and everything, and then, it just
did good.
They did well. That was slowly. After after I did that 10 the budget video.
Okay.
Where it took me a while to edit.
Yeah.
I got monetized again, finally.
Oh. Okay.
But I wasn't in Colombia.
Okay.
So that's why I took the invitation to go back to film a whole bunch of videos.
Wow.
So I came back from filming all those videos back in Miami, and I was just uploading videos every week. I was doing that, and I was also doing day labor. My leg had healed.
Okay.
And I went to the labor pool. You know what that is?
Yeah. Work employment. It's kind of, they give you work.
Right. You can, but you're not liable in terms of. You're not liable in terms of like having to show up the next day. They don't get mad if you don't show up the next day.
Okay.
It's a lot of flexibility.
And that's where you did the construction work, right?
Right.
Ah.
So I went there, and I would do some construction work. Early in the morning, it would be a bunch of drunk people in the room and everything. People was, just trying to make a quick $1 or something, like a drink the night, or something, and I could see why a lot of people would go, because they didn't really have all that responsibility.
Okay.
So that was that. And so for me, I would go over there, and I quickly gained a reputation with the staff there, because they could see I was young and I wasn't trying to drink my money away or something like that. So they would give me jobs, quick jobs, and it was good. I would just go to work, and I get paid the same day. Mm-hmm. The same day. That was like magical. Like, here's your card, here's the code or something, and the money's in the card. And I'm like, what the
money's
fuck?
in the card. Okay.
That really just
magic.
Freaked me out. Like, I had money. Like, seeing it. You have to wait an extra day. Anyway, while doing that, I met people like who would make more money, getting hired to stay longer. That didn't happen for me. But once I got back from after the people that paid the trip for me, I had a bunch of videos left over, and I started creating content. And while I was creating content, one video I did was Medellin downtown, and that video started making some numbers, picking up some numbers. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I was just putting out content, and I realized come January, I made around my check in January. I was gonna get a check in January, and it was gonna be $700.
Straight, okay. That's a lot.
And I'm like, well, I didn't really get a lot of views, but that's how much money I'm seeing. Now that I'm on a roll, I feel like I should go back to Colombia now and do the same thing, go out of the country, stay out of the country for a couple of days, every day film every single day. And so, I was working day labor, saved some money there, got some money coming in from the check, and I noticed that I was gonna get another 700 the next month because I kept uploading content. It wasn't the best, but it was building. And so came January 31st, 2019, I was going on a trip for 40 something days. I was like gonna go on a trip to Colombia to film a carnival at the leg end of my trip. So I already had everything planned as far as ticket. And then after that, I flew. I told my audience, you know, I also did some crowd fundraising to do it. And so the way I did that was I created a service that people wanted to join to help me travel. This is the service they would get. It would be a community of people in a WhatsApp group.
In a WhatsApp?
WhatsApp group.
Oh, okay.
And I told people, well, there's gonna be a bunch of people in that group and you can conversate with them, everybody, and you know, get knowledgeable about coming to Colombia, right? And so people were willing to do it. And we had built the WhatsApp group to a certain number of groups, and I felt like I saw the way it was moving, and I used the WhatsApp group as leverage to crowd fund some more. And I told them this time, look, we got a bunch of people in the group, very knowledgeable dudes. Like, you can't get access to them paying $1. All right? The dollar mentality is not as good, right? If you want this, you gotta, sometimes it's symbolism. You gotta like put forth as a symbolism that this is how much I want, you know? And so people understood where I was coming from, thank God. And they would donate higher and everything, and it got to a point where it was like 50 members. And I was like, okay, membership's good. I was like, look guys, I'm not gonna go. I told people I got 50 members. They're like, oh, I want to join. Everybody want to join now. Right?
That's the law.
And I say, look, I'm not gonna be opening no WhatsApp group for $4. Okay, guys. You gotta understand, this is supposed to help me travel. Okay, so you doing that, I appreciate it. And I kept telling people I appreciate it. I don't want to come off as a prick, but it's gonna be like $20 to get in the group now. And then once we reach 100 members, people are donating more.
100 members?
Yeah. Once we donate, the people, we reach up to 100 members. I created a group, told these guys, look, I'm going to the carnival. That was the conception of the group. Okay. It was just supposed to be for carnival.
Yeah. And
then I made it into more of a, more of a regular Colombia group. But it was supposed to, I was telling them, I'm gonna give you guys updates to what's going on with the carnival. Right. And so next thing you know, a lot of people showed up to the carnival. I was there 40 something days and I filmed every 40 something days. And it was time for me to leave.
Yeah.
When I say film, I film and upload it every day.
Yeah, okay. Every day.
Every day. So I got there January 30th at night. I ran to the mall. There was something I wanted to film. I filmed that. The next, I think when I got home, I started editing. So in the morning, I had a video.
Okay, then, very quick.
Right, and then that next day, January 1st, I went out and filmed. I had an idea of whenever I had good content or content I want to do. Then I came back, uploaded that video. Same like for every day I was uploading videos. Every day except Sunday.
How much?
And come Saturday, I would or Sunday, I would take a break and do a live stream. So I didn't have to upload that day, but it would be a live stream. So you would see stuff coming up. And then by the end of my trip, I saw money coming in.
From YouTube?
Another $700.
Okay.
But I was still in Colombia, and then I had to go to Cartier. I was in one city and I had to take a bus to go to another city to catch a plane. I already had the ticket and everything. And I just sat there and I looked and I said, do I really need to go back home now? And I look and I say, you know what? My friend, he has a farm. They call it finca in Spanish. And it's in Colombia. It's in Medellin. I say, you know what? He's been telling me to go visit him, and I haven't visited him. So I call him up, hey, I say, can I crash over there for like 2-3 weeks? He's like, come on, girl! He's like, come on. Just enough time to see my my check come in. Okay. And get paid every month. And then
come back.
Right. And so I let that plane leave, man. I let the plane leave.
Wow. Bold. Okay.
Booked another flight to Medellin. It was cheaper. I lost my flight going, and I told my mother that I'm gonna be out for just a little bit longer. And that decision really started the journey where I'm at here. I'm sitting with you right now.
Well, that's crazy. So in terms of income, you had like that monthly 700 from YouTube, or it was not regular?
No, it became like around that amount, 6, 7, depending on the content I create.
That's good.
But I was going to see like a couple $100 as long as I upload every day. But now, that type of lifestyle, I could still downgrade to, but my Airbnb is $100 a day. Okay. I'm paying like
$12, man.
Yeah, I'm paying thousands of dollars a month.
Oh my!
What I say?
Okay, that's the sign you made it, bro. But anyways,
no, it's not. Like a lot of my well, to be honest, I'm gonna give you a little idea of my finances. But this is the life I live, and this is what I choose to do. So like 99% of the money I make goes right back into the business.
Oh, travel, accommodation, travel. Okay.
Exactly. Wow. All right. So if I'm making 10 grand a month, sometimes more, right? And I'm paying $100 a day. That's like 3 grand right there.
Yeah. And then, how do you spend? You have bills, and then what? Food,
transportation, stuff like that. That can easily add up to a couple thousand.
Sure.
One month. You know what I mean? If I'm constantly going out, I don't. And then if you're traveling with someone who's not bringing income, so like, there'll be times I was traveling with my girl. That's also an extra flight I have to take, an extra meal I have to pay. You know, so that adds into okay. So like when you ask me like where I want to go, I would like to see the revenue increase high enough where those numbers are minuscule. And so the idea is to focus on other realms of making income besides the ad revenue. Alone, it's not going to work. So, and I see, when you see these amazing YouTubers with helicopters and stuff like that and flying from one city to the next to conduct interviews, they can waste around 3-4 grand to make a video. And if YouTube is not giving them that traction, the video goes to the layaway and it's not worth the time, you know? Yeah. There was a video that I was talking about the black Mexicans.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I went over there. It was an expensive video too. I went over there and I had to go to like 4 different cities. I had to go to a museum that was 3 hours away. So I had to drive over there 3 hours and then 3 hours film it. And we got there like 2 hours before they closed and then go back. And then the next day, go to another town and film the town that's like 4 hours away and come back. And so it was very stressful. And then go to another town, film it, get the boat, get on the boat, pay $100, film it, come back. But I was able to get the footage and it reinvested itself. And I made maybe one video, since we